I did modify the recipe just a little bit more. I put a little bit more honey in. I'll list it all down below. I put a little more honey in, and that's really good. Now, whether it's better than what your favorite is from the store, I don't know. I have no idea. But I will tell you, this is pretty good. So there's a total of about, well, there's like 4 ounces of honey in there, so I put another 1/4 cup, and I put about oh, that's what it was. I put a teaspoon of the beef base in there for some more flavor. That's what it was. There, that's pretty good. So, on the next video, I will cook something that has this barbecue sauce. So that's why all but about 3 or 4 tablespoons is gone into this quart jar, and I'm gonna let it cool completely. If it seals, fine. It's gonna go in the fridge anyway, so no worries there. So thank you for stopping by, and we will have, let's see here, let's have us a taste. I got some milk for a palate cleanser here. So even with half a pound of honey in there, it is not as sweet as a store-bought barbecue sauce. This is some pretty good stuff here. I will say that. Not to brag, but that's it right there. All right, guys. Hey, guys. Welcome into the Hungry Pauper. Thank you so much for joining me. You know, I really enjoy making these recipes for you. Now, this is something, and I know that there is a half of an aisle or a whole aisle, whatever. There's a big long aisle of barbecue sauce at the grocery store. But I think we're going to make a few modifications that'll make this a little bit better for us. Number one, this recipe calls for like half a cup of brown sugar. However, I'm going to substitute honey. Now, 1/3 of a cup of honey, that's plenty. Plenty of sweet, and this is also, it's called bourbon whiskey barbecue sauce, but this is going to be Jack Daniel's single barrel Tennessee whiskey that I picked up right at the distillery down there southeast of Nashville, and I'll tell you, that is some good stuff. So, bourbon whiskey barbecue sauce. The recipe here on all recipes starts with, ketchup, and I'm not starting with ketchup, I'm starting with tomato sauce. We need 3/4 of a cup of bourbon whiskey here, so we're going to call that good. And okay, so, and also this does not start with ketchup, it starts with tomato sauce, but we've got this heating up here. We got some oil heating up, and that is grapeseed oil. So we're going to put a half an onion in there that's been diced. Come out of there. And we're going to saute that just a little bit. And I got, I have garlic, and that's about, that is like a tablespoon and a half. So let's see, my fancy stick's in the dishwasher. So we got the grape oil in there. I ran out of olive oil. They say grape's good for you too. So we're gonna saute that just a smidge, until that onion becomes a little bit translucent, and then we're going to go ahead and add our other ingredients. So that's looking good, and the minced garlic is all smelling wonderful, let me tell you. So this needs to be used up because the cork is broke. Put that over there. We'll just stir this around, and oil will give us a little bit of more of a base for for the sauce. Let's now there are a number of brands that I really like a lot, but some of those, and then I'm not going to name any names, some of those have so much sugar in there. It's like me and salt. Now also this recipe called for salt. I'm not putting any because the tomato sauce has some salt. So if you want to put salt, it does call for half a teaspoon of salt and a half a teaspoon of ground black pepper. And right there it is. We're going to put that in here in a minute. So it's going to be all right. It'll be real good, actually. I can't wait to try it. So that's all I'm making for you right now is the barbecue sauce. And I've been thinking about this for quite a while, and here in central Iowa, it's like almost 70 degrees, and it's sunny, and it's so nice. I'm thinking about barbecue, so I thought I would make the barbecue, let it mellow a while, and come back and taste it when I get back from work this week, and see what it's like after it's set, after I've made it and it's set and mellow. So this is something we're going to have barbecue season coming up here, and at this point we might move a camera out on the patio and film some grilling. If the neighbors don't like it, we're not going to worry about it. It's a free country, right? Free country in Ankeny, Iowa, I know that for sure. So, okay, so I put my bourbon, put my whiskey in with the soy sauce and whatnot there. So, step one, combine whiskey, garlic, and onion in a large skillet over medium heat. So, but I have a big saucepan, and we're good to go here. Let's put it in there. Settle that pan down just a smidge. Okay. And I will list this recipe down below for you so that you know, and I'll list my modifications. You know I can't leave nothing alone. I can't make anything like if you've been watching me for any time at all, you know I can't just make it how it says in the book. In fact, that's not my nature. So I'll list down below. I'll tell you what I did. So don't worry about having to write it down. Ketchup, brown sugar or honey, and vinegar, tomato paste, and Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire, anyway, you know what I mean. We don't need that out there, so let's go ahead and add our tomato sauce. I just feel like if I start with ketchup, that's not cooking. That's just borrowing somebody else's stuff, you know. And I think that tomato's tomato, and now I gotta wash my tablecloth. Right there it is. Combine all that, and this is apple cider vinegar, and it is half a cup of cider vinegar. Put that in there. And it calls for a quarter cup of tomato paste. We're not doing that. And 3/4 cup of Worcestershire sauce. That was in there. And It calls for 2 tablespoons of liquid smoke flavoring. Now I think that that smoke flavoring is extremely strong. I only put 1 tablespoon in there. That's plenty, I guarantee you. And then not putting the salt in, and half a teaspoon of ground black pepper. We're going to call that good. Remember, I'm eating this anyways, but I'll list the exact recipe for you. And also half a teaspoon of hot pepper sauce or to taste. So this here is just ancho chili powder. We're going to put that in there. We got enough liquid in that pan anyway, I promise you. So let's put this stuff over here out of the way. Now I do apologize if you can hear the dishwasher running. Oh, and here's the honey. This is 1/3 cup of honey. We're going to put it right in there. And I promise you, I wish you could taste this, because I guarantee you this is going to be good, guys. This is going to be very good. God, there we go. There we go. Okay, so that's the reason I got this towel hanging over my shoulder. So we've got the honey, and by the way, it might not be such a important thing because we're heating it, but I bought local honey because they say your allergies and stuff are supposed to be better with that, and also apple cider vinegar, and I shook it up to make sure we got the mother in there. So yeah, this is gonna have to reduce just a smidge. Get this stirred up here and get it all mixed. That looks really good too, by the way. So there, that's looking good. That's looking good, looking good, looking good. Okay. So let me give it just a little taster here, a way we know if we need to add anything else. That needs to cook a while. So I'm going to put you on pause and I will be right back. All right, guys, thank you for stopping back and thank you for being patient. So I did modify the recipe just a little bit more. I put a little bit more honey in. I'll list it all down below. I put a little more honey in and pretty much finished up the barbecue sauce. Now it is a little thin. I suppose we could let it sit and reduce and thicken more, but it's thick enough. So that's really good. Now, whether it's better than what your favorite is from the store, I don't know. I have no idea. But I will tell you, this is pretty good. So there's a total of about, well, there's like 4 ounces of honey in there, so I put another 1/4 cup and a teaspoon of the beef base in there for some more flavor. There, that's pretty good. So, on the next video, I will cook something that has this barbecue sauce. So that's why all but about 3 or 4 tablespoons is gone into this quart jar. Now I'm gonna let it cool completely. If it seals, fine. It's gonna go in the fridge anyway, so no worries there. So that's pretty much it for now. I thank you for stopping by, and we will have, let's see here, let's have us a taste. I got some milk for a palate cleanser here. So even with half a pound of honey in there, it is not as sweet as a store-bought barbecue sauce. This is some pretty good stuff here. I will say that. I'm not to brag, but that's it right there. All right, guys. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next one.